We're going to take a look at SCGS Sec 4 Prelim 2021 Paper 2 Question 12. The diagram shows a rhombus ABCD. The point D lies on the y-axis. A and C are the points 6, 21 and 4 respectively. Show that the coordinates of D are 0, 11.5. Okay, you have a clue of rhombus. So I'm going to show you two methods. I'm going to use two properties of rhombus to find point D. All right, to start, we know that point D is on y-axis. Okay, from this info, we know that the x coordinate is 0. So I know that D will be 0, y. And because I only left with one unknown, one of the property of rhombus you can use is this distance equals to this distance, okay? Very simple property. So I'm going to write AD equals to DC. And I'm going to apply a distance formula. So I have point D here. Looking at point A is 6, 21, okay? Let's just apply a distance formula here. I have 0 minus 6 square. I have y minus 21 square. Okay? So same thing I'm going to apply on point C there. 0 minus 4 square. Pythagoras, so it's an add here in the center. Y minus 1 square. Okay? Simple formula. Next line, I'm going to do two things. First, I'm going to square both sides. Okay, so the square is gone. Second, I'm going to simplify this expression in numbers. So we have 36 here. Now look, I'm not going to simplify this. Later, I will let you know why. I'll just keep it this one. Okay, so I'm going to do this as well. All right, so I'm going to move number one side. 36 minus 16, I have 20 here. And I'm going to move algebra to the right-hand side. The reason is because I actually can see a step further, then I can use a squared minus b squared formula to change it to a plus b, a minus b, okay? All right, so adding the two items together here in the bracket, y plus y, we have 2y, okay? Negative 1, negative 21, I have negative 22. All right, this one minus y minus y is gone. Minus 1 minus negative 21 is minus 1 plus 21, or 21 minus 1. So we have 20 over here. Okay, I'll write back 20 here. Next step, this is multiplication. So divide 20 over, you have 1 here. Right, moving over. And you will have y equals to 11.5, which is something that we want to prove, okay? So we have D point as 0, 11.5. All right? So that's using one of the property of rhombus, which is distance. Okay, I'm going to erase this part and show you how you can do with a different method. And I'm going to use a different property of rhombus, okay? So let's see this one. How about we use this length here? Sorry, not length, but I'm going to use gradient because we know that for rhombus, if you draw diagonals, this will be at 90 degrees. Okay? And this point here, let me just put it in red. This point here, okay, I call it the midpoint. All right? Because I do not have point B, okay? So I can't form a gradient formula. I don't have coordinate. So I'm going to make use of the midpoint M. So another method will be finding midpoint M using coordinate 6, 21, 4, 1. Let's do a midpoint. So 6 plus 4 divided by 2. The other point will be 21 plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so we have midpoint here, 5, 11. Okay, so next, perpendicular gradient, we know that they multiply to a negative 1. Okay, so I'm going to use gradient of D to M. Okay, so I'm going to use this one with this point here. I'm going to have y minus 11 over 0 minus 5. Okay, second gradient, we are going to use, you can use A to C, okay? Or you can use M to A. So we have 511 with 621 there. Okay, I'm going to use 21 minus 11, okay? And we have 6 minus 5. Okay, 2 gradient, perpendicular gradient there. So then, simplifying this, we have, right, and this one, we have 10. Division, okay, 10 divided 95, you have -2. Moving over, you have half here, okay, divide. So you have here 11.5, which is also 11.5. You will reach the same answer here using a different property of rhombus, okay? Okay, next we're going to take a look at part 2, find the area of rhombus ABCD. I'm also going to show you 2 methods over here. So first one, let's take a look at the usual method you normally use, which you use the coordinates. We are missing point B. And of course, there are more than just 2 methods. You can also use point N, find half of it, and then multiply by 2. But I'm going to just proceed to find point B first, okay, and use the whole diagram. So BD, the midpoint is sharing between AC and BD. So we're going to use that, okay? Just now midpoint, we already gotten as 511. We just copy down. Okay, we get this one from part 1. And we're going to find point B. So just now D was 0 and 11.5. Okay, point B is missing over here. All right, so I'm going to use right here, part 2. Using midpoint formula, you have X as 10. Using midpoint formula again. Okay, you have Y as 10.5. Okay, I've gotten some calculation on my paper. So we have point B. Next, we're going to find the area. So I'm going to use half. And I'm going to write down all the coordinates. So it's up to you. So let me maybe choose the one that contains 0. I like to start with the one with 0, but it's up to you. Okay. Let's turn in the anti-clockwise direction. So we have 4, 1. And then we have point B, which is this one, 10 and 10.5. The next point, A, we have 621. Okay, remember to close back the polygon. So let's go back to D. We have 0 and 11.5 again. Okay, so next step we're going to do, now, going down here first is easier. So let's just do this one. Okay, let's write it here. Multiplication of, okay, I'm not going to write the 0, so I'm going to start with the 4 and 10.5. Okay, and add all of them together. Okay, and the center is going to be a minus here. Okay, and we go the other way around. Okay, of this side. Okay, so let's use calculator and add all this. I will have 321 minus 119. Okay, which leads you to 101 for the area. Okay, so this is a very common method. So let's see how can you do without using this method. We also know that I'm going to draw you a rhombus, like just a rough one, okay? If I'm going to use the diagonal, this line here, and push it up, diagonal this line here and push it up, you will form a rectangle. Okay, so I'm just going to take, this one is not needed. So what you need is only half of the rectangle over here, okay? So this line here is the distance BD, okay? So I'm going to find this BD here. Just going to use rate then. Okay, BD distance. So we have BD over here. Okay, let's just do it. We have okay. Then we have the other diagonal, which is AC over here. Okay, so A we have 621, C we have 41. Okay, let's just look at what I have here. So I have BD, which will give me 101, and this one I will get 404. Okay, so the area will be half of the rectangle, so half of square root 101 multiplied by square root 404, which will also give you 101 unit square. Okay, so you have the same answer if you're going to apply the other method, okay, which is only using distance formula. Next part of the question, a point N lies on AC produced such that the area of triangle AND is 3 times the area of ACD. Find the coordinates of N. Okay, I'm going to use this one and just roughly see where is the point, okay? Let's just see here, we have AC produced so that you will have another point, okay? AC produced, let's say N is here. And we're going to close this triangle over here, okay? So now you see that there's a perpendicular line there, so which means this triangle AND has a height of dm, okay? So I'm going to just write the information here. You have triangle AND is 3 times of triangle ACD, okay? So look at AND triangle, you notice that the height is dm, okay? So the other triangle will also take the same height. So I'm just going to write down they're having same height, okay? Which is the length of D2M. Okay, so these two triangles, if you look at it, because we have the perpendicular over there, okay? So ACD over there will also have the height of DM as well. So if you're sharing the same height, means the area is 3 times, meaning that the base will also be 3 times. So let's look at the base of A and D. So the base of A and D will be the length from A to N, correct? So I'm going to write AN length is actually equals to 3 times of, so how about ACD? So the base will be A to C, okay? Will be A to C. So now we already have point A, which is 621, okay? And we have point C, which is 41, okay? So from A to C, let's just see what changes, okay? So the change in X value is -2, and the change in Y value will be -20, okay? That is from point A to point C, okay? Going downwards. And since I know A to N is 3 times, right? So later from here to here, A to N here, I'm going to change for 3 times, okay? So I'm going to write down what is the 3 times of the change. So the change will be -6, and this change will be -60, okay? So to write down working, so point X, right? 6 will change by -6, okay? Y coordinate 21 will change -60, okay? So therefore, the N value will be 0 and -39, okay? Purely using observation of same height, then the base will be 3 times as well, and you just move the coordinates, okay?